Have you ever heard of the concept of a daily quiet time with God? It might be something very familiar to you, or maybe this is the first time you've heard of it. A quiet time is a regular appointment we keep with God, blocking out all other distractions and prioritizing our relationship with God through prayer, reading, listening, and journaling. Without relationship, our faith becomes just religion, and no one wants that. So how can you develop the practice of a regular quiet time? First of all, you have to find a suitable place, somewhere you can be alone and as free from distractions as possible. This might be really difficult right now, but it's not impossible. So think about the place. A favourite chair in a quiet room, maybe at the kitchen or dining room table. Your bedroom might be the quietest place for you, or if the house is really busy, this room. During lockdown, you could even be weird and just sit in your car for a while. If you choose a good, comfortable, quiet place, you'll grow to love this place, to crave this place, and it will become a sacred place for you, the place where you regularly engage with God. Then you should assess what it is that you want from this time. What do you hope to achieve to get to know God more? If it's developing a closeness with God and personal relationship, then choose to spend time with Him in conversational prayer. If it's Bible knowledge, then choose to do some study or read a couple of pages from a Christian book as part of this time. And you can change the format over time as your goals change. There's no need to be rigid. Then choose a time. Making a regular appointment with God is really helpful, and there's a discipline here. Many people choose to wake 15 minutes early to factor it in at the beginning of the day when the house is quiet, or just before your evening meal, or even at night before you go to bed. Now this doesn't suit me because my mind is less focused at night, so I choose the morning at 11 with a cup of coffee. But the important thing here is to develop a pattern, a rhythm, incorporating the quiet time into your day as a priority. So you're in your place with a clear goal at the right time. So how do you do this? Well, if you set aside, let's say 15 minutes, then here's a good pattern to get started. First of all, turn off your phone, put it on silent, face down, so you won't be distracted. Start with a brief prayer. Invite God to be with you by His Spirit. Then read some selected passages of Scripture, something that you might be reading through, a portion of the Bible, or maybe you prefer to read your daily Bible reading notes for that day. And as you read, be aware of what stands out to you, a sentence, a word, a thought, something that is spoken to you from that reading. And take a few minutes and meditate on that. After this, talk to God, have a conversation with Him, thank Him for what you've just read and ask Him to help you live it out. Then talk to Him about your day ahead, the challenges and the worries that it contains, and offer it over to Him, asking Him to be with you through it all. And then spend a moment in silence, just listening to what He has been saying to you. And finally, a really good quiet time practice is to journal. Have a notebook to hand and a pen, and write down what you've been praying through and how God has been speaking to you. And it's a way of being able to see how God has been at work in your life. Well, I hope you find this useful and that it helps in some way to develop your personal relationship with the Lord as you develop a daily quiet time with Him. God bless.